The story of Chronicle of a Death Foretold begins in a small town early in the morning. The setting is quiet but busy because the townspeople are gathered to see the bishop arrive by boat. Santiago Nasser, the central character, has just woken up. His house is simple, with a few servants, and his widowed mother, Placida Lanero, lives with him. Santiago walks through the streets, heading toward the docks, unaware of the danger that lies ahead. The town looks peaceful, with people focused on the bishop's visit. The streets are narrow and lined with humble homes, but there's tension building beneath the surface. At the same time, we learn about two brothers, Pedro and Pablo Vicario, who are sitting in a nearby shop. Their surroundings are ordinary, just a small, modest shop in the middle of town, but the mood is serious. They are sharpening their knives and telling anyone who will listen that they plan to kill Santiago. The town is not big, and word spreads fast, but people don't believe them. Some think the brothers are bluffing or too drunk to act. The shopkeeper, Clotilde Armenta, listens with concern and tries to delay them, but no one takes real action. This part of the town seems ordinary on the outside, but beneath it, people are filled with unease. The story now shifts to a flashback of the wedding that took place the night before. Angela Vicario, the sister of the Vicario twins, was married to Bayardo San Roman, a wealthy newcomer to the town. The wedding was extravagant by the town standards, filled with music and celebration. The setting is festive, with brightly lit houses and lively dancing, but it contrasts with the events that unfold afterward. When Bayardo learns that Angela is not a virgin, he returns her to her parents in shame. Angela's house, where this happens, is dark and somber, filled with the weight of her family's expectations. This shame is what drives the Vicario brothers to seek revenge on Santiago. Back in the present, we return to Santiago's morning. He is walking with his friend Cristo Bedoya, still unaware of the danger. The town square is now a more bustling place, with people gathered after the wedding festivities. The sky is clear, and the town feels like it's returning to normal after the celebration. Cristo hears rumors about the Vicario brothers' plan and tries to warn Santiago, but he can't find him in time. Santiago moves from one street to another, and everyone who knows the brothers' intentions assumes someone else will stop the murder. The town is alive with activity, but there's an undercurrent of confusion and inaction. Next, we learn more about the town's response. Colonel Aponte, the town's authority figure, hears about the brothers' plot. His office is small and unremarkable, filled with papers and little else to show authority. He takes the knives away from the brothers at first, but he does not believe the danger is real. He thinks the matter is resolved and returns to his normal duties. The setting reflects his attitude. Everything seems routine and nothing feels urgent. The problem is that the brothers simply get new knives, and the town continues as if nothing is happening. As the morning progresses, Santiago is at the home of Flora Miguel, his fiancée. Her house is quiet and private, a place where he might have been safe. But when Flora's father tells Santiago about the brothers' plan, Santiago becomes confused and panicked. The clear, peaceful atmosphere around Flora's home turns tense. Santiago leaves, unsure of what to do. His fear begins to grow, and the streets he walks on now seem narrow and dangerous. The calm of the morning breaks as he runs toward his own house for safety. The final scene takes place just outside Santiago's house. His mother, thinking he is already inside, locks the front door, trapping him outside. The Vicario brothers, still determined, catch up to him. The scene outside the house is chaotic. People have gathered, but no one intervenes. Santiago is brutally stabbed, and even though he is gravely injured, he tries to make it into his house through the back door. The town, which had been so quiet earlier in the day, is now filled with confusion and shock as Santiago collapses and dies on the floor of his home. The day that started with so much promise ends in tragedy, with the town left to reflect on how it allowed this to happen. Throughout the story, the town's peaceful setting contrasts with the violence that unfolds. The quiet streets, the normal routines, and the everyday scenes all hide the tension of a murder that everyone knew about but no one prevented. Each place Santiago goes, the square, the streets, the homes, feels ordinary, yet there's a sense that the town is complicit in what happens. The simple and unchanging scenery mirrors the town's unwillingness to act, leaving the story to end in inevitable tragedy.